Oh, right out of the gate, that antenna's showing up. It's going to drive me nuts, but what's up? Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? It's Tuesday night, so it's time to get back into it, and we're going to be talking all things The Witcher Season 3, Episode 2. And you already know we got Yennefer's side piece with us tonight. What's good, fandom?
Yo, what's good, everyone? Cannot wait to talk about the weakest episode of The Witcher Season 3 so far.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, I was already saying AK. I feel like it was a filler episode. What do we think? How we doing, AK of Zentria?
I'm doing all right. I am doing all right. I'll agree it was a little bit filler, but there's some decent bits in there too.
Jake says, I don't remember a joke or a song. What? That's because you rewatched the wrong episode. That's why. If you don't rewatch the right episode, you would have seen them both. Maybe you'd appreciate them both. We already know what Phantom's favorite part is, but we're going to get into it. The Witcher, Season 3, Episode 2. This one's called Unbound, and we open in an ancient beer garden with the locals celebrating the latest hanging. And Yennefer is walking all idly through, not unnoticed. Like, she was wanted by half the land for freeing a prisoner set for execution. Isn't she a little afraid that someone out there might remember her and try to snatch her up? Or is she just back to being so powerful she's not afraid of anybody, AK?
Nah, I think that she does have some caution there, because as we saw, she was being discreet with that message that she was sending. But she's a mage, that those purple eyes are like a dead giveaway. So all she can do is be the little bit of Loki that we see her doing, and then try to hurry up. Now, her wayward daughter there, we got some issues with that. She don't
Yeah,
know the meaning of undercover.
yeah, she's not trying to listen to anybody. She is the epitome of a teenage girl, just insanity. But yeah, she's just out there doing it. I mean, she's not being that undercover like the king's own basically gossip man out there trying to see what's going on. Just saw her pass a note to somebody, so she's not being that discreet. What do you think about it, fandom? Should she be a little more cautious than she's being? She's yelling at Siri. She's not being that careful.
So Yennefer or Ciri should be more cautious.
Yennefer, well, obviously Siri should, but Yennefer, I mean, like I said, the king's old man just saw her pass a note to somebody. Like, how careful is she being out there in the woods? What's up, Peter Griffin? I see you out there. What's up, Jay Cruz?
No, she's more careful than Ciri though. Even then, like how many times has she been walking through? No one's really paid that mind to her at all. So she good. They know that she's a mage, but they don't know how.
Yeah, they don't know exactly who she is. Yeah.
It seems Ciri's visions are growing stronger. She wants to act on them and try to save people, but Yennefer tries to teach her caution. Changing the future is a weighty business. Like, what do you do in that situation, AK? Do you warn the man of his apparent death, or do you just let him live out his last days unassuming?
In that type of world, people having visions and whatnots is kind of common. So I feel like if you're gonna give that man the weird death glare that you were given, you might as well tell him, I saw you, and this might happen, so you might want to stay out of the woods if you're gonna be on horseback for the next 2 moons or so, and you might make it.
Oh man,
she's got to get a handle on that. She's got to get a handle on that, and she's it's not looking too good. I didn't watch further episodes, but I saw some highlights.
Oh, Peter says, don't tell him. We got Jake out there saying a tough decision to make. I mean, that is. It's like, do you just let him live out his rest of his days happy, or do you let him know, hey, you might want to change destiny because things aren't, your outlook's not looking so well. That is a tough one. The guy would lose his mind until it happened. Exactly.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't tell him. I would not tell. So at that point, it's like, oh, do I make a left? Do I make a right? This arrow's going to come. This arrow not going to come.
That's why you just stay out the woods altogether. But it seems like it's a bit.
He wasn't even in the woods in the later episode. That arrow.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, that the arrow came by. I'm saying destiny's gonna find him either way. Honestly, either way, it might not be in the woods this time, but it's Final Destination in the medieval days. It's gonna come get you.
Fate is gonna be fate. I think. Yeah, destiny is destiny. I mean, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. But yeah, I think Peter's right. Like, the guy would absolutely lose his mind by the time that happened. Just always waiting for that other shoe to drop. You'd go crazy. Absolutely lose it. That would be a rough one though. You'd want to help him. You'd want to save him, but just tell him you might want to be cautious your next few times on a horse. Oh man, I don't know if we're lagging in the YouTubes or not, but that arrow is the antenna is just nonstop.
It looks like it's running fine to me.
Oh, that is just driving me nuts. Oh, so what is the story about? What was that story about in the armory? Like, was that man saying that he's not the real Emperor Emir, or that he just had to like fight to get his kingdom back? Like, I didn't understand what the Emperor was telling that little gnome when he was checking out that new sword that he made for her. Like, why did he say that story? Is he like an imposter, or?
I do remember in season 1 they were talking about a usurper. So I guess he's just like retelling a tale about how he killed the usurper.
That could be it. Yeah, I got a little
Is he
confused.
the usurper though?
He's not, or I mean, maybe he is.
Ymir.
I didn't think he was.
But they always said like Ymir was like defeated the usurper. I remember they keep on telling that tale.
Right. They're not saying he was. They're saying he defeated the usurper.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like well, maybe they'll show more about that and how we got back to it. But yeah. That's I don't know. Just after hearing that weird story and then remembering at the end of the last episode when he was burning everybody's pictures, I was like, is this a fake Ymir? Is this not even the real guy? Like, what's going on with this situation? But I'm sure they're going to touch on it and let us know more what's happening with that. And what wife is he talking about getting? Like, he said he will have his queen by his side. Do you have any idea who he's referring to, AK?
I can only guess that he's talking about Siri.
But Siri's his daughter.
I was to say, underage daughter at that, but then again, this is a medieval thing.
I forgot before he was the porcupine head.
But I'm saying that's what's weird because they did make it sound like he was talking about Siri, and I'm like, but Siri's her daughter. What the hell are we talking about? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, so I mean, then again, though, this is medieval times, man. They was doing some strange shit back in then. So I can't call it. If he is talking about anyone besides Siri, I would have to assume that it's someone that he knows still wields great power, and that would be Yennefer. I don't think he would be really associated with anyone else because he looks like he's a person that also believes in that whole destiny thing.
Well, the one person said that Ymir has no love for mages when the old boy talking to Frangilla down in the wine cellar when they were the wine tasters, the poison tasters, and old boy said that Ymir has no use for mages. So why would he marry one? I don't know.
Maybe he's presenting a different front, but yeah, it's weird the way he's going on about that though.
Unless he marries an elf, because remember he was talking about we're gonna unite like all races. So
I mean, well, that's also a magic wielder though.
Maybe he could be talking about an
elf. You think he's talking about what's the queen elf chick?
Francesca.
Yeah, you think maybe he could be talking about her?
Maybe, like I said, I mean, we're running out of people he could be talking about.
She's a little bit mad.
What was that, fandom?
Need someone different. She's a bit mad, so I wouldn't marry her.
She going a little crazy.
She has officially crossed over into paranoid Cersei levels.
And he did kind of have her baby killed too, which is not a good look for one trying to hook up with somebody.
I don't think he cares.
Jake says, "Why get visions if you're not going to do nothing? You'd assume you get them for a reason." Yeah, but like Yennefer said, you got to learn to use caution.
Siri's got to learn how to control that, though, man. You can't just go all willingly. Everything you hear, you set some freaking prisoner free, or you over here trying to tell that dude stay out the woods. I get wanting to help, but you have to do that extremely cautiously. It's like the butterfly effect. You go back and you want to change something that you think is really, really bad, and you do change that thing, but then even more shit blows later on down the line.
Worse things happen, exactly.
Like, and Yennefer said it perfectly, describing her journey.
Maybe you think Ciri can bring his wife back to life or free his wife from where she may be trapped. That's interesting. Maybe she's not dead. Maybe she's trapped on another realm with one of those other things. That'd be something. Mordecai. Yeah, that'd be a trip. Oh, I can't wait to see what else they do. Yeah, they got to give us more in this next episode.
Why burn her photo, though?
Yeah, I just didn't understand that.
Yeah, it seems like he let go of everything but Ciri of his past. So I don't know.
Fringilla has been put into not a great situation. Like I said, she was one of the Emperor's wine tasters, and it looks like she's been there for a while. She is not doing so great. Like
I
it
need
seems like
that backstory.
I know it's like I seen. Well, what backstory? It seems like I could think of worse jobs than being forced to sip royal vintages all day. But yeah,
While sitting in a dank, disgusting basement, basically being force fed
yeah.
wine to test. That's in chains, no less. Nah, man, I'm good.
Well, she's down there because she lied to the Emperor. Like her and old boy
Hmm.
tried to lie. They tried to say that they were the ones that killed Francesca's baby, and he's like, "No, I'm the one who ordered that. Nice try." And the fact that they tried to deceive him, old boy got sent to the front lines, and she got sent down to the dungeon to be a wine taster. So
I
that's,
think he's holding her there because he does actually still have a use for her. He just needs to kind of break her a little bit. I think kind of the same thing what he's doing with his homeboy up there. I forget his name.
yeah, Kahir, yeah, absolute
Yeah, yeah.
power rules absolutely, and he's not going soft on anybody. He's letting them know
Mhm.
you're supposed to be my main too, and you're pulling this BS. Like, let me teach you a few
Yep.
lessons. Oh, then we get Geralt and Yasker stopping in town, stopping by the local town gossip, two detectives looking for answers on who's searching for Ciri. And that's when the joke came in, Jake, or when the attempted joke came that fell a little flat.
He said, "Not your best work."
Yeah, exactly. Gerald's like, not the best. He's like, even he admitted, he's like,
He
yeah,
was like, "Yeah, I mean, you're right.
that was not great. That was not my best. Oh, the town snoops tell Geralt where one controlling Rennis is conducting his business. So, of course, Geralt's on his way out there. And then Codringer tells Geralt someone must needs to die to throw the search off of Ciri. But Geralt won't take a life to save a life. Like, is someone going to end up dying anyway? And maybe it would have just been better for Geralt to take him up on this plan? What do you think, Phantom?
Yasker, what are you talking about? Like Yasker died. Hey, we Gucci.
He said, let it be the bard that goes. You ain't right.
Free Yasker, man.
You ain't
Damn.
right.
He just told the bad joke of the beginning of the
What
episode. Let
did
him
he do
go.
to you?
Let him
Oh,
go.
hating on the bard. Always hating on the bard. You ain't right. That
Goodness
man did
gracious.
nothing to you. That man did nothing to you.
Let that man live, man.
I'm
Damn.
telling you. Just let the bard be.
The disrespect.
Oh, man. Speaking of plans, Yennefer comes up with one to go see her old friend Kira. She wants a portal back to Aretuza. She's so powerful. Like, all these other mages can make portals. Why can't she, Phantom?
Either one, she's the only one who can do it in the area, or
There's like rules
two,
to portal magic, huh?
it could be that, or maybe it's just limited to a certain amount of people that could like just make portals to the place. I can't pronounce the place. Ertusa?
Aretusa.
Yeah.
I think it's a very specific thing that needs to be studied.
Yeah. Peter already knows. You
Because
already
isn't
know.
that like the capital? So it's like you don't want like almost every single mage to be able to like open a
Right, yeah,
portal
because
there.
they can track spells too. Yeah, so if you want to not get tracked and you making the portal and you don't want your name on the magical seal, then yeah, you gotta know some like extra trickery to
That's true. She
take
didn't
care
want
of
to be
that.
trapped. Hey, what's up, Linda R? See you out there. Welcome back. Good to see you. Are you enjoying The Witcher Season 3? So who's this Nissa girl everyone in R2 is looking for? And why is Triss, like, when Triss went to look for her in her room, she found, like, blood splattered against the wall behind the chair. Like, we have any idea who this girl and what's going on with this situation?
I was
Whole lot of
questioning the same
extra.
thing. I was like, did she commit suicide or something? Did she escape? What was going on here? Or
Was
did
somebody
Stragobor did something up?
Yeah, because the very next scene we see old boy getting whipped, and I mean there was blood splatter against the wall. Was she like getting beat? Was she scratching to get out? Like, oh, it's insane. Oh, we got Linda. We got another lover of The Witcher going on. Absolutely, yep. Wasn't the biggest fan of this episode, but I'm loving The Witcher, and the first episode had me 100% brought back in. I can't wait to see the next one.
Hmm.
I think she can make portals. She was trying to get her way to a specific kind of portal. Yep. Yeah, that's. I mean, you guys are all good on that one. I think that could be exactly it. She didn't want it to be traced to her. Jake. Jake said he knows who he is. Somebody's watched a few episodes up, is what I think happened there. Because I don't think we know, or they're supposed to know who it is yet. But do we have any guesses? Is she going to be some special witch? Is she like the new Yennefer, or like she's all special? Like Sounds like she's crying and kind of sticking out anyway. Tessia said, if she's sick, I don't care, and being homesick doesn't matter. Tell her to get her ass out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So is she like the new Yennefer of the crew, the powerful one that doesn't trying to act out, or what?
She might have aspirations of being Yennefer, but can't nobody touch Yen. Come on now. Not happening.
Oh man! After a little S&M session, Philippa tells Dijkstra that Prince Radovid has proven useful and could be more so. Philippa says he could be even helpful to us, and Dijkstra reminds her it's not about them; it's about the realm. You think is she going to get too big for her feathers and need to get her own wings clip fandom before it's over? What's happening?
Oh my gosh, man, it did it. But yeah, I totally agree though.
It's going to be a problem coming up between her and Dijkstra before it's over. You think? Power struggle.
Not between them two, but what the word I'm looking for? Come back to me on this.
Just going to come out, be too big for a role, and have to be clipped by basically the mages or somebody else, or maybe even the king.
Yeah.
What do you think about all that, AK?
What are we talking about? Sorry, I was sharing on the socials.
Philippa, the one that turns into an owl, and her and Dijkstra are like the two mages kind of conspiring with Prince Radovid and his king.
Yeah, the fire mage and the witch, or the mute witch.
He's not a fire mage. Rience is the fire mage. I'm talking about the bald guy who was getting whipped by the feather girl who turns into an owl.
Yeah. What was the question?
It seems like she was talking about Prince Radovid could be helpful to us, and he's like, it's not about us, it's about the realm. It's like he's trying to keep everything like their job, what they're supposed to do, be about the realm, and it seems like she's getting a little power hungry. Is that going to end up being a problem between those two?
I mean, this is low key like the plot of the Maesters all over again. So he's saying that it's for the realm. I don't believe him. I believe he's just as power hungry as she is.
Yeah, that could be undercover.
And he's trying to sway things to where no matter what happens, it looks like he's still in good standing with whatever side. That's why I think he's moving the way he is. He's trying to be cautious, but he has the same end goal as claiming power for themselves.
I like that. Did I call it last week? Are Prince Radovid the Prince and Radovid and Jaskier two peas in a pod? Are they going to become besties fandom?
Of course. It pretty much seemed like that, but at the same time, he could be playing Jaskier as well.
I don't think so. I think they are. Like I said,
I don't think it's besties. I don't think they're playing each other. I think girl called it right. There's feelings. There's vibings going on there.
Yeah, they made it look like that too. That's what I was going to ask you in a minute. In that next scene, it looked like it might even be more than friendship.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I mean, girl read his whole dossier down the list for us. Like, okay, I don't see you go after this chick. I don't see you go after that dude. I don't see you go after a freaking dwarf. Like, ran my man's whole list down.
Who did that?
I forget that. I don't remember names, man.
Which character?
I don't remember.
Then
go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Geralt heads into the Whispers, and basically the Castle Strogobor has been doing his dirty works in, and you just know it's about to go down in there. That place was creepy as hell. And then back out on the road, Yennefer is upset with Ciri. She can't get it through her thick skull that her actions could have major consequences. And if you knew you were saving someone, again, like, if you knew someone would have dire consequences later, would you save them anyway, fandom? Like, if you knew saving that one person was going to basically hurt 20 people later, would you save them anyway in that second?
No, I'll let that kid die, low-key.
You let him go. He's like, you got to look at the bigger picture, and you really kind of do. Especially
plus, I even know why he wants his kid dead for.
Exactly. What reason could you possibly have for murdering a child? That's just it on the surface. Again, we have no details of what's going on there.
Yeah, it almost looked like he was bringing them there for fun, just to be picked on and brutalized or whatever. Like, it just looked like a brutal death going. But we didn't see everything. It could be completely flipped. And what's up? I can see a legend down there in the chat. What's up, John?
That's what I was getting to.
Okay.
We don't know exactly why she's wanted, but the guy said, I got a contract on this one. She carries a big price tag, so you get the portal going so I can go on and get my check and go about my business. So there's a contract out on her. So that means there's something up with her. I don't think they're just grabbing her for shits and giggles.
Oh, what's up, John? Let me know if you want to jump in. I will
come through, Pat.
So come in and BS and Witcher with us. Where's yeah, check the chat. Let's see, is that hold on one little second.
You want me to send it to him?
I got it right here. Yeah, this is nice. I just updated everything, and man, this new Safari.
They changed the system up.
Oh, it's so janky. Yeah, everything's all glitchy. It's weird. It's supposed to run better. Why would you have me do it? Bada boom, bada bing. But yeah, Siri being a spoiled little brat isn't really trying to hear anything Yennefer was saying. Like so Yen decides to take a little detour to open Siri's eyes about where she actually came from and how real her struggle truly was. But they're seemingly like in a huge hurry. Like, couldn't Yen have just sat Siri down for some quick story time? Did she really have to travel that far out of her way to like prove her point, AK?
Yes. Because Siri don't listen to words. She's proven this time and time again. It takes a lot to get her to really start paying attention if you're taking the route of where you're only talking to her. What she does understand are actions. So yeah, take you to the spot over here. You see, it looks like it's a little rundown, empty field or whatever, but no, I used to live there. Let me tell you about me, and she does the freaking mind meld thing and shows her everything. And I think she was right in doing it because bratty ass Siri talking about, well, what would you know about having to fight for your identity? Bitch, you know what the fuck you're talking to? What the hell you mean? What does she know? Are you serious? This is the entitled teenager that she is.
Been traveling, they really haven't like talked and get to know each other, really.
Not in that sense. No, that's not a part of Yennefer that she likes to bring up at all. And she only did it in this extreme circumstance because she had to get Ciri on the level. And even that, it only worked for about 5 minutes because then there was more random nonsense that happened.
Always something with this girl.
Freaking teenagers.
Yeah, Ciri is definitely a teenage girl, very impatient, not really trying to hear anything, and do her own thing. But again, like we were talking about with that little person that man was bringing up, she's like, do you know what you did? I mean, maybe that little person was an assassin, and it's going to go kill a king or somebody else important now. Like, maybe she just left somebody really evil going. I have a feeling that might kick back in later in the season. Well, if Ciri's going to find out, oh my God, I just freed this murdering little imp, like that's going to be a problem. So...
And that's what Yennefer is trying to get her to see. She did her little thing that she thought was right. And look how it affected literally the whole damn world.
You know, it would be funny if that little M ends up killing that guy with the arrow. That would be hilarious.
The one that caught him?
Yeah, because they were both. She had visions of them both in the forest in the middle of some damn battle. That would actually be hilarious.
But yeah, Ciri definitely wants to use her power like yesterday, and she just needs to calm down and let Yennefer teach her. But Yennefer can't seem to teach her. Yennefer's almost making it worse, she said, so that's a problem. Ciri never
that's why she went to call Grandma.
The witches, the elves she used to run with, those people in the forest, her grandma, grandpa, mother. Yes, that's true. Ciri's never listened to anybody. She's been a hard-headed, spoiled brat from day one. So
it takes action.
Ciri's and what she wants to do.
That's why I actually like the idea of her going back home and letting Tessia deal with her because it took Tessia to get Yennefer to calm the fuck down. So she knows the formula. Go ahead, Phantom.
Off topic, dude. This reminds me of Ezra and Kanan in the early seasons of Star Wars Rebels when he was teaching them.
There you go.
Just listen. I'll teach you how to be
no
a
home
Jedi.
training.
Seriously.
No home training.
Hard-headed teenagers, not an easy task ever. Oh, it's brutal. So next we see the old friend Geldin rode off to meet, and it was none other than the elf-friendly Cahir getting his arse whooped. And it looks like Geldin showed up just in the nick of time. But why did Carhier get a flash of the soldier turning into Siri when Galadin showed up, fandom? What was up with that?
He did?
Yeah, remember the soldier? The soldier knocked him down. He's like, I need my sword, and started walking back up to him. And when he walked back up to him, Kahir saw Siri standing there.
Oh, yeah.
And then saw the sword come through Siri's back, and it was old boy saving him.
Yep.
It was Galadin saving him. So yeah, that was kind of
I guess that was like just still like his mission is still ingrained in his mind. Like he was supposed to be hunting Siri. So maybe that was just something that the Ymir probably had in his mind previously. Like this is like your sole mission is to get Siri, and it's like still within his mind possibly.
It's weird though because he's saying that I know she's out there. She wants me to go get her or something like that. Something to that effect. And I was just looking like, and after that little vision thing when he was about to get stabbed, I don't know if you're reading those visions correctly, sir. And I'm really wondering why he is getting those too. But there's barely breadcrumbs on that right now. It's going to be a while, I think, before that gets fleshed out.
They have to give us more, but yeah, obviously Carhier is connected with Siri somehow. I mean, for her to be having those kind of visions, or him to be seeing that, like, or maybe maybe that was him getting a vision that Siri is going to be his death, because this person was getting ready to come kill him, and this person turned into Siri. So maybe that's him seeing that Siri is going to be the one that kills him.
Possible.
A little twist. Hunting her isn't the right word. He was sent to find her. Yeah, track her down.
Tracker, hunter, for his purposes, honestly, those two words are interchangeable.
So we see Kahir's been banished to the front lines for lying and deceiving Ymir. We already know that Fringilla's plan, what her plan is to escape. What do you think Kahir's going to do? Or will he do nothing in hopes that the White Flame forgives him sometime soon and comes back to pick him up? Because he already says, like, he seems like he has his loyalty. Like, he knows he's just up there paying penance. So is he just going to wait there and wait for Ymir to come scoop him back up? Or is he going to break ranks and escape like Fringilla did? What do you think, AK?
I can't answer.
Oh, you already know this one?
I told you I saw clips. I didn't see the whole thing, but that was one of the things I saw, so I can't answer.
What about you, fandom? What do you think about that?
Like, it seems like he's most likely going to like break ranks and help the elf guy. Because why else would he sit on you to go see a friend just for that one conversation?
Well, Ymir is telling him to help the elves. Ymir is using the elves to take all these wagon trains and like take people out in the woods. So he's actually using the elves as his little combatants. So it seems like Ymir is on with the elves right now. I don't know. He might switch that once he's done, has no more use for them. But I don't know. It seems like, yeah, I don't know. It just seems like Kahir. You think Ymir is going to come back and like let Kahir be his right-hand man again, or is he just going to leave him out there until he dies, like Galadin? Basically, Galadin says like he's going to leave you here to die. So do you think that's going to happen, or do you think Ymir will pick him back up as right-hand man after he fixes his
let's just see like he's going to pick him back up.
I mean,
he has to do like something like to the point where it's okay, and now you're back in my favor. It has to be like something grandeur.
Like Galadin said,
you're on the right track. What fandom just said.
What is it? And what was that?
That he's gonna ask for something like proof of him actually being back.
He's gonna do something to prove his loyalty or his worth. It seems like Kahir has offered Galadin the position to rule the elves. Is that even his to give? Like, would the elves just fall in line for a rebel like that for him?
I mean, the queen right now has been getting a little bit nothing but L's left and right. So you just need just a few W's and be like, you know what? Because they did that to their previous king. Like he lost that war, and literally his wife picked up the throne. Now all she has to do is a few more L's, a lot of deaths on their kind. Their numbers are already dwindling as it is. At this point, you need a new leader, and it could be him. And he got a good name actor too. His face looks familiar. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, I forgot to look it up. I've been trying to figure out where I know him from too. What is his name?
Galadin?
In the show?
Galadin?
All right, let me Google, see what Google says.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess the elves are sick of losing, but again, I mean, a lot of them are like, there's the whole thing like "Long Live the Queen" is a real thing.
I
And
mean, at one point it was "Long live the king," and they like
Right?
to the queen now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, if they're feeling loyalty to her, yeah, maybe they are just sick of dying and know she's crazy and sick of following her.
Ah, fandom. He was on CW on the Flash. It was
Ah,
Firestorm.
Firestone. Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
there
Yeah.
you go. I remember that. Nice. Yeah, he was on there for like 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that taster told Fringilla the Emperor only absolves you once you're dead. Do you think that's true? Like, do you think he would have came back down there for Fringilla sooner or later? Like, I feel that may not be the case for Kahir. I think he's going to go back for Kahir sooner or later. But do you think he would have just let Fringilla die down there being a wine taster?
Yeah,
If he wouldn't have escaped?
just let her die.
You think
I think he has a use for her, and that's why he's keeping her down there.
she's
Oh,
a
I think
very powerful.
I think the pack is downstairs.
She's
There you go.
what's that? Oh,
I said
Philip.
a pack is downstairs.
See ya.
There you go.
What's up, just John? How you doing out there?
It's like that, man. Leave me backstage in the cold like that, man. I had to grab a jacket, man. Jesus. Jesus. What's up? What's up, DJ? What's up, AK? What's up, Yasker's left piece? That's good.
Yeah, disrespect.
All you, bro.
Oh,
That's
just
good.
John, all the way from across the pond, joining us from Ireland. Welcome, welcome. How you liking the season so far?
I watched the whole thing after y'all stream, so shout out to you. I was hesitant. Linda and y'all just pushed me. I ended up watching the whole thing. So I have to cut back to episode 2. Where are we at? I don't want to ruin the flow. Y'all flow.
Censor yourself.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Yeah,
But
y'all are flowing, man. I want to jump in with you. Did we touch on Gare Elf? AK, we gotta go. We gotta feed our people. It's like, who the fuck is this elf? It's like Henry copied the voice of Geralt from the video game, and now he's copying Henry copying the video game. It's like, who the fuck is this?
Oh, so you're not
Geralt.
Geralt or
Geralt.
Galadin?
Geralt, man.
Geralt.
What's going on there?
Did you call him Elf Geralt?
Geralt.
Geralt. Yeah, Geralt. The whole
Geralt.
time. It's like, Christian Bale. Like, what are we gonna do about it? It's like, what's wrong with y'all, man? Where are we at?
Well, we're talking about
this episode.
Fringilla was down there being one of the wine tasters, making sure the wine wasn't poisoned for the king. And do you think that the emperor was just going to leave her down there for dead? She's literally one of the most powerful mages in the kingdom. Do you think he was just going to leave her down there? Did she really need to escape, or do you think he would have came back for her eventually?
Yeah, that is a very weird play, isn't it? Because remember she did in the other season, like she messed people up at that table. I couldn't rewatch that scene. Remember when she started just poking through people's skin in slow motion? It's like, you don't mess with that. Like I think personally, and without touching on anything, because I don't know, is like she's like doing that on purpose. She's far too powerful to like. She could just kill everyone and slow that shit down again. Like, it's like she's up to something. There's a game in a game going on there. But I don't think she's a fan of the king. Like, I think she's just letting him pretend he's king to be like, let's see what he does to me. And I remember that. That's the vibe she's giving me down there.
I think it might have something to do with the cuffs that she's wearing. Because if she wanted to, she could use her magic to get out of that, but she can't.
Yeah.
So that's telling me that her magic is being curbed somehow.
Oh yeah,
That's why I think that he's going to go at some point in time. The plan is for him to go down there and get her when he has a use for her. But right now, she needs to cool out down there, and he wants to demean her and break her. So, of course, someone with that much power, you want to belittle them. You put them in a position like that.
And she's in those shackles. They put those shackles on mages so they can't use their power or whatever. So I mean, she's powerless right now until she gets those off. What's up, JD? I see you out there. What's good, brother?
Good pickup. Up, JD. What up with that? That's a good pickup. Didn't even notice that. If that's the case, well then, yeah. I think they're just reminding her she's there. Then she was just a bigger part. But yeah, she's still here. How could you forget her for feck's sake? Like.
Oh, she escapes. We got to see where she goes. I guess Phantom's the only one that can answer this. Fringilla did escape in that body bag, pulled the sick Rosewood move. Do you think that she's going back to Aretusa, or where do you think she's going to run to?
Yeah, might as well. Like her father is there. And he's like on the
Her
council, so you
uncle.
might as well go back. Oh, is it
It's
uncle?
her uncle, I think.
Okay, so at this point, just go back there. But two, you see how the guard just like threw her freaking body down and like
He didn't know.
I was like, you definitely felt that.
He
Yeah,
didn't know.
we're
Well,
both
yes,
like,
she did, but of course she can't cry out, otherwise her plan goes poof. He
My
thinks
thing is, oh, girl has been down there drinking some wine for a minute. Like, you can't tell
that's
me.
why. That's why I think they've been force feeding her. I mean, and he even said like, "Oh, all that wine just makes them heavier to carry."
Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
does.
a lot of wine. Two
It
and
does.
extra bodies worth. I was like, come on, these are
that was an awful doof, wasn't it? You could hear the
Yeah.
noise of that actually, didn't you? It's like, you
Yeah,
took that.
hey, look, but she knew she had to escape, so she didn't. She took that hit. She took that pain.
Yeah, no, good pickup again there, yeah.
And then we get
Just funny.
Fandom's favorite scene. I already know. The Bard lays another one down for the
Oh my
fans.
god.
And I gotta say, this was not my favorite song. He even had to like go Jeb Bush on him and tell him to clap when it was over. Like, it was not a good one.
Nah, yeah.
I think that's when the little princeling fell in love was during that song.
Oh,
Big Yaski Air fan, big fan of the songs, man. And that one, I wasn't happy with that. It's like,
Oh, but that
we're
is
2
your
episodes
bard,
in.
ain't it? That's your bard.
It's
Yeah,
my
but like,
Bard. I like the Yasker, but I was not feeling this one.
Right, but not that song though.
yeah, don't do me like that, man. Jesus.
But like we were saying, Prince Radovan just seemed flat out smitten with Yasker. Like, was he just seeing someone truly talented that he admired, or was he maybe crushing on him? Was he crushing on the Bard a little bit, John?
I don't know. The way he was looking at him was the way you look at a theory in Game of Thrones, enamored. It's like, I think I got something. It's like the way you look at the sand snakes in Game of Thrones. I think I have a theory here for thousands of views. He was giving him that kind of look, yeah. There was something else going on there.
Oh, a little smitten with the Bard?
Yeah, 100%. Like the camera angles, the eye looks, you know what I mean? It's like there's nothing there. You don't do them camera angles. The camera angles do not lie. And he's a bard, so you're going to be a bit loose. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're going to be a bit flamboyant. So, yeah. The only problem is, in the books, Radovid's like 12 years of age. So, don't go anywhere, y'all, yet. Don't go anywhere yet.
You jubbed him, Peter. You absolutely jubbed him. Have any of you listened to the Song of the Seven on YouTube? I have not.
Song of the Seven. No, I have not.
New Blackfish video.
New Blackfish video.
I'm going to just mute my mic for a second because it kind of echoes. I'm in work at the moment, but the building is absolutely empty. So I'm just going to go outside so I don't echo. So I'm still here. I'm listening. Just give it a second.
Well, I'm not hearing an echo. Are you?
No?
He's on his phone, though. How creepy was that arm and leg monster that attacked Gerald? Like, what the hell are they doing in that Castle of Hell, Phantom?
Yo, that was amazing. Remember me like Resident Evil up in there. At first, I was like, "What's up with these three freaking heads there?" And the moment the freaking just humongous limb creature came, I'm like, "Oh shoot, this is where the rest of their freaking bodies went to."
Oh, I saw them.
You know what?
Straight up in the whispers. What was that, AK?
Shout out to my dragon brother in the chat because he's gonna recognize this. The way that thing was moving reminded me of what is in the Chaos Seeds series of books as like a dark apparition, and it's basically this conglomerate of souls that have had like evil magic done to them, and they're in this weird blob form, and like they still have voices and they can talk, and it's just freaking creepy as hell and ew, just ugh.
That was creepy.
No gracias.
It made me see why they
nasty.
had the whole Yennefer series scene, just walk into a grass hill and just shooting nothing on nothing. I was like, oh, because we spent all the special effects on this scene. So we need to save some money on the hill.
Right, there's no fast travel here because that.
That's that Netflix budget kicking in right there.
Right? They're losing money. They've been losing money. They got to conserve it somewhere.
That's where it was too. We're like, we're just gonna take you out to this grassy hill. Y'all just act your asses off, and we'll throw some cut-ins from past seasons and call it good. That's exactly what happened.
Oh, y'all want some dragons? Get the fuck out of here, man. We have the season finale to go here. Fuck off. Give them a butterfly. Fuck that.
Gerald asked if it was Rience that did that to him, and I don't think it was. I think it was Struggleborn that his twisted perversions that did that. Because he said, was this Rience that did this? And we never got an answer. So
we never got an answer.
Yeah. So
and that little girl is perpetrating as Siri because of what's in Actually, no, I don't think it's Sugarboy. I think it's someone that we haven't seen yet that is more powerful than him.
Oh wow, another level up. What do you
Other
think
than
about
that,
that?
though, his hatred for elves, because that's what the Siri chick keep on saying. Like she keep like muttering elf and this elf, elvish that. So if it's not him, then it has to be someone else who has like a hatred for elves.
A hatred for elves, a hatred for witchers. It's extra with that thing, and I think that's gonna be a decent plot point that we're gonna be led around for a little bit. I think.
Maybe we'll find out it's a mirror, and that really isn't a mirror. Like that really is somebody else, like feigning to be him, and that's how he's able to change his look or whatever is by killing all these young women or whatever, and contorting them into whatever monsters or whatever, and zapping their power. But yeah, absolutely, absolutely insane. But yeah, that monster was nothing nice. That thing was so creepy.
Was Stregobar's name mentioned in the episode at all? Like, or is it just like theorizing on it? Like,
he was there in the episode.
He was in the episode, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they had like the mini huddle saying like, "Oh, they should have like killed Siri ages ago."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Sorry.
When they were looking for that other witch that we don't know anything, or that other mage that we don't know anything about.
Yep.
Yeah. No, good show.
Then right before like it pushed Siri down, right before that monster with all the arms pushed Siri down, like the heads told Siri it's too late. Too late for what? Like,
Fake Siri.
What's that?
I said fake Siri.
Fake Siri. But still, like they said it's too late. So what were they saying it's too late for?
I don't know. I have to like rewatch the episode to see if those three faces like even like mirror this fake Siri and be like, I like the same like face. I don't know.
No, some of them are older.
Older?
Yeah, I think some of them are older. And if you remember when that thing came out, it crawled out of a sack thing that it looked like fake Siri was in too.
Yes,
like so, I don't know. It was part of the growth. Maybe she was in there to join the blob, but it didn't get to her just yet. And I think it's something that's controlling her, but we don't know what it is. That's why I think it's someone that's more powerful than Strigoi.
Huh? There we go. It could be. Yeah, we haven't. Like I said, he asked did reintroduce it, and we never got an answer. So I just instantly thought it was somebody more powerful like Strogobor, but it might be another level up that we haven't even seen yet. But yeah, I really want to know why it said it's too late. What is it too late? So fake series like bad and on their side, or is she still trying to plot her own thing, or what's going on with that? Like,
I thought the too late thing, like upon watching that, like in that timeline, what I was getting from that was it was too late for like a message to Geralt, kind of like, you know, the way, because it fucks with destiny and fate, and that was it, trying to manipulate Geralt to be like, it's too late to save Ciri or whatnot, you know, to fulfill a prophecy, just to try and get in his head. That's what I took from it, you know. It's just, oh, you're just spitting, you know more than you know, but you're just spitting shit to kind of deter Geralt mentally, because physically you can't fuck with Geralt, as you see.
But they didn't say it to Geralt. They said it to Ciri. Ciri was standing there, and then it like she was going to do something, and the head said it's too late, and then the monster like with legs pushed her down and kind of knocked her out. So I was like, what were they saying it was too late to her about?
No, so it's like a Batman versus Superman Flash situation here.
Something.
Is Ciri's mother's name Martha by any chance?
What's that?
Martha, you know, the Batman.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Superman link. Maybe people have the same mother's name. Yeah, it's Martha.
Why did you say that name?
It's too late, DJ. It's too late. Oh, Martha.
Oh, then we see Fringilla pull a Rosewood, like I said, and she escaped. So we think she's just heading to Aretuza, back to her uncle, and try to step back up, because she said next time around I will be smarter and I will play the game much better. So she's just going to come around and be even more powerful, because again, she's one of the most powerful mages in the land. They're not just going to let her like fall off screen. Like she's going to end up being something.
Is the castle that she saw down the lane in the distance? Is that the place where she was being held?
Yes.
Okay.
Escaping, yeah.
So her first choices as it stands right now is to go back there, which I don't know why you would do that,
No,
or
you
to
didn't.
take a stroll, a cloudy, moonless night stroll through the dark forest. I don't like either one of those odds, but if it's about surviving to get someplace else and to get back to what she was, she's gonna have to make that trek
Well, all
through the
she needs
dark
to do is
forest, and she's got to get those cups off like
yeah, she's got to get
immediately.
them off, and then she's fine
That's
because
that's
nobody can
that's
mess with
probably number one. Yeah, but I don't. I think she's gonna need somebody to take those off. I don't think you could just pry those off
her. No, of course, yeah, she's gonna.
unless you're the one that's controlled that put the magic on them. You're in charge of that spell. I don't think you can just tear it off. So
No.
she's gonna have to fight and defend herself while she's chained up, pretty much until she gets back to her uncle.
So, do you think she might run into Yennefer and Ciri and might ask Yennefer to help get him off because Yennefer might be one of the ones strong enough to break the spell and get him off her, and then she's going to have to help Ciri and Yennefer on their quest, or is she just going to be off on her own? Do you think?
You talking about Fringilla?
Seems
Yeah.
like she's helping them, but she's still gonna have her own agenda.
Do we think she's going to run into Ciri and Yennefer now that she's out and about and out in the woods by herself? You think those two run into each other, or are they going to be two different storylines? What do you think, Phantom?
I never thought about that, like her helping, Fringilla helping Yennefer and Ciri.
Like she did for about 2 seconds when she was caught last time around, so I'm wondering how that might work out. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, is that going to be its own storyline, or are they actually going to run into each other out there in the woods? But it seems Philippa may be right. Prince Radovan may be a lot smoother than Dijkstra was giving him credit for. At this point, it looks like Radovan's better than Dijkstra is. Like, what meeting did his brother have in Nilfgaard last night that he was talking about? Radovan had to tell Dijkstra that happened, and you're supposed to be the spy master? You didn't even realize that? Like, is Emir going to tell them to discard their mages, or I don't know. What was the secret meeting with Nilfgaard and that kingdom about? What do you think, Phantom?
Most likely, if it's gonna like benefit the king, no, not Nilfgaard, the other king, has to do something with I wouldn't be surprised if something to do with Ciri.
Or something to do with like maybe trying to arrange some kind of marriage or something like that. Like, I'll help you out because this king has the most powerful spy network and the biggest army. So if he says, I'll help you and fight for you, just make sure I'm the one who gets to marry Ciri or whatever. Like, you think it might have been that kind of situation?
I don't know. Like, I mean, if so, like, he's pretty much lying because one, he wants to be the emperor of the whole continent, and this one wants to be pretty much the most powerful person of the continent.
Oh, Peter says, oh, we must be getting close. He says we're getting close to almost getting some spoilers out. Oh, we're dancing around it, fan, and we're getting close. That's why I keep getting nervous, like asking John or AK, because it's like, how much have you seen and how much do you know?
Yeah, that's why I haven't said much on that last question.
Staying in the timeline, man. And even on the way, Greg, what was in that episode? I'm like, careful, John. That's the idea. Shut the fuck up. Like, I was like, okay.
Well,
not that spoils anything. It's just the timeline of it, you know, so I can go.
Yeah.
Old Conreader was just too long in the game. Like, could not quite quit letting stuff slip out. Like, he couldn't hear. He couldn't keep his mouth shut. Like, he should have been retired already. They had to know this day was coming. With the seedy clientele they dealt with, like, come on. Like, it's so ruthless and yet with a heart. Like Fen said, please no, not the cat. So Rian's burned everything, including
everything but the cat. Which is, see, again, like you just said, bruh, shut the fuck up. The rules, y'all people in these stories need to remember. Don't touch shit. And shut the hell up.
Like, nobody asked
he did not need that last bit of information.
Did not.
He accepted the answer he gave.
And now he knows you know.
Said this thing, and he turned around like, excuse me, what? And they were like,
the same shit with Geralt.
Well, picked up the cat. Bitch talk.
What's that, John?
I was like, you've done the same shit with Geralt as well, didn't he? But Geralt just leaves like, oh, you don't know shit. And I was like, wait, what?
But I think that was more of a friend thing. Like, that was more of a friendship and ally thing with Geralt. Like, kind of slipping out. Usually I make you pay for info, but I'm going to give you this one for free. Or I'm going to get you moved in the right direction, like letting this slip out. Just like when he stood there and told him to hit him with that thing, and Geralt didn't even budge because he knew the guy wasn't even aiming for him.
That was my favorite line in the whole episode.
That was cool.
Like,
yeah.
You didn't even budge. Why would I? I heard you about to miss.
I heard
Like,
you had
how do you hear someone choose to miss a shot? What?
That was a good line. That was actually probably one of the best lines so far.
Great
I'll give that
freaking
credit.
line.
I agree.
So R.I.P. Fenn and Codringer. They're gone. They're gone. Too
Yeah,
long.
to be dearly missed, man. You're such iconic characters.
Yeah, they were cool characters.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
they were really good characters.
I was taking the piss. They were having your B-side rednecks, red vests, or whatever you call them.
Oh, back out at R2's, Tessia hates to admit it, but she's in agreement with Strogobor that the rest of the mages, like, things would just be a lot easier for them if they found Ciri and killed her. But shit is about to go down when they meet up. Like, this ain't gonna be nothing nice. Like, I don't know. Have you seen that far, AK? Like, what happens when these two meet? When Yennefer meets up with Tessia?
I've seen a little bit, yes. So I will, as always, I will censor myself on the questions.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, it's about to go down, fandom. Like, Yennefer is walking Ciri right into the heart of the lion's den. Like, what's going to happen when Tessia comes out to this place to meet her?
And one, she's gonna spot Ciri and be like, "Oh shit, that's the person we need." But she better keep it low key on like why they truly like need Ciri for.
So that's just it. Like, is she going to try to kill Ciri and then Yennefer's going to have to kill Tessia, or is Tessia going to see the light and try to help him again? Because we already know Tessia loves Yennefer more than all, almost like it's her own daughter.
That's why I said Yennefer had to go get grandma, because that's her mama.
So, but she also just admitted she knows life would be a lot better for everybody with Ciri dead. So that's
true, but
that's going to be a problem.
Wouldn't be the first time Tessia contradicted herself, though.
And they're all
that's all I'm saying. Like you said, she loves Yennefer, and there's a particular line that she says once it happens, and I think once you hear that line, it's gonna put it into perspective for you.
If you play the scene out with Yennefer and Ciri in the last season, when Yennefer was basically going to hand her over, like to die more or less, so she could get our chaos back, is like if Tessia and Yennefer are similar characters, like I just put similarity on that to be like she's going to see what Ciri can do and be like, oh, because she seems to admire that chaos shit and people who are like, she admired Yennefer because how powerful she was. Yennefer hasn't got a fucking touch on Ciri because it's like limitless potential. Do you know what I mean? She's the one kind of thing, the prophecy.
Exactly. And that's my point exactly. That just from looking at the way Tessia treated Yennefer, she was hard on her, yeah, absolutely, but she needed to get her in gear to really unlock her full potential. And I think she's going to end up doing the exact same thing with Ciri.
Probably right. She does seem to admire power more than all. So once she sees how powerful Ciri is, she's gonna be like, "Oh wait, we can take over with this one." Like,
yeah.
Like,
I think that the minute everything really starts getting in gear, it's gonna be, we're gonna add one more to the family. We already had mom and dad and the daughter. Now grandmama's gonna come along for the last bit of the adventure, I think.
And think about all the sorceresses are just in there. Like they're even against the brotherhood and whatnot to be like, we want to get ourselves in a position of power beside every king, just so the kings think they're in control when really we're running shit.
They're all in survival mode right now.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, like Jake says, it's destiny. Destiny might not want Ciri dead. Being on the wrong side of destiny hasn't worked out for anybody so far. And like,
by all accounts, Destiny does not want Ciri dead. That is true.
A good show. When Geralt went against Destiny, I think his first quote in season 1 was "fuck." So there you go.
Oh, like I said earlier, after seeing that scene in the field with Yen and Ciri, I was like, "Yep, they already blew the budget on that one scene, so they had to save it." And it just seemed like an unnecessary 4-minute filler scene. I just did not need. That was killing me. But I get it. You can only have so much of a budget. But what I did enjoy was that little mind-bending Jen Poole scene at the end. Like, what was that fake Ciri? Like, is that a fake Ciri? Or is it one from, like, a different multiverse? Or maybe that's the real one and we've been duped this whole time? Like, what's going on with that, AK?
I will censor myself a little bit. I think Geralt's face, for one, is very telling because Valor Girl didn't know his name. Did not know his name at all. And that, as soon as she said that, that's when the camera panned over, you saw his face change. He was like, wait a minute, hold on, what? And then she said, what she did, and he was like, yeah, okay. And he basically had the same look that I did, because as soon as I saw, I was like, wait a minute, hold on, what the fuck? And then the
Side-eye.
like, ah!
Yes, side-eye. Hell no. What do you think? What do you,
It's nuts. There's a little tiny tad bit of explanation that's coming, but it's more. It's going to lead to more questions. But it's really cool the way they do it.
you agree with that, John, without spoiling anything? They lay it down the right way?
Yeah, and it threw me off as well. Like I go back in my mind, even like with the books and whatnot, to be like, was there a fake Siri thing? Like, and like it was all happening very quick. Even in my head, I was like, is this something new? You know what I mean? He's taking a new angle here, like, and or is this an immaculate twist to piss me off even more? Are you gonna say that's the real series, the fake series? Yeah. It was just like at that moment watching that, I was absolutely what are you doing here? Like, what was your thought, like DJ? Just you and Dave are absolutely fresh to it. Like, what's going on with you?
That's what I was going to ask fandom. Like, how'd you feel about that? Is that the fake Siri? Were you tripping? I mean, what do you think about this Jen Poole situation?
At first, I was tripping, like, what the
Jen
fuck
Poole.
just happened here? Like, is that Siri? Is that not Siri? But then when I rewatched the episode, when she was like trapped in that whatever Straggleboard, whoever's dungeon that was, there was never a point where she was like, Gerald, it's me, Siri, at all. Until after like she gets knocked out. The next time we hear her speak, he's like, oh, Gerald, you know who it's me? It's Siri. So something
I
had
need
to
you
have
to
happened
find.
between that transition. So if anything, I won't be surprised if it's like not present day Siri, but future Siri. You probably like did something with their mind to like transfer to the past or something. That's
Ooh,
what I'm seeing.
I like it.
That's interesting.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all like,
yeah.
was
I,
it a
I like. Yeah,
multiple
check on
Siri?
that. You can get a gold star for that one. I like it.
I mean, it's almost
Can I
like
say
you know.
one? Can I say
Go
one
ahead.
on the DJs? Because I think I missed it when I was coming in. But remember when you were talking about the handmaiden monster thing, which looked cool. Just on touching on it, ironic, because that's all they did to Geralt is that was like the friendliest monster ever. If you rewatch that scene, all they were actually doing was like just patting him. Like none of them actually, he wasn't actually being attacked once in that scene. Like rewatch
They
it.
did
They're
throw
just kind
that
of
stuff
patting
like
his head,
Sir,
like
up against the
he
room.
ooh.
was thrown on the ceiling, on the wall, upon the floor. I
They pitched him a couple
stop
times.
it.
Yen
Stop it
done
with
more
the bad
damage to
Johnny.
him in bed, you mad thing, than
When I
that. Was
meet
a
you in
pass out.
person, John, I'm gonna be freaking
That
throwing
was
you
a
on the
pass. That was
wall across the
foreplay.
Now
room.
you all
That
do
was
is
five,
kick
six,
him
seven,
right
eight
in the
play.
back of the kneecaps,
That was
and then
four,
I'll give
five,
you
six,
a
seven,
hug.
eight play, man. That was light.
Oh
It
man.
was light, man. I just wanted to say that. I
Good.
remember watching that going, nah, man, Henry Cavill is grand, man. What's going
Those
on
Yeah,
things
you
here?
just wanted to pat
told
him on the back.
Siri that
Oh,
those
it was.
things
Good
told
job, Hen.
Siri that it's too late, and I think maybe Siri's like, nope, it's not too late. I'm still going to pull this scam and make it run or do whatever I'm going to try to do to mess with Gerald's head to get him to do what we need him to do. But yeah, I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I got both eyes, side-eyed in the room with both eyes. I do not trust it. So, what do we think of this episode, John? You remember this episode? Like, what do you think of it out of the rest of them, out of all the ones you saw?
The monster looked cool. I've seen it actually get shit online. Like, not the way people just tear apart everything. Yeah, I was like, I thought the monster effects were okay. I like Dijkstra in the episode. I thought you'd like him, and then I heard you talking shit about old Deaky. I like Deaky. I like the chemistry between him and what I'm saying, Fringilla in my head,
Philippa.
Felipe. I like the chemistry between them two. I think the two actors, actor and actress, I think they kind of carried it for me a little bit. Good chemistry, and I like the old Game of Thrones political plots between them, kind of without magic. Yeah, well, I know she's a sorceress, but you know it was all about manipulation through words, kind of. I like that, and upon watching it, the series twist at the end, kind of like it depends on how you pull it off to really give it a good rating or a bad rating. Because if that plot falls apart, well, then it's just a setup to nothing. But if it's a good twist, you'd probably give it props for a good reveal at the end. Like,
Yeah, that was definitely the
Yeah.
biggest part of the show was that reveal. Like, wait a minute, what is going on with this Siri? And yeah, I'm gonna need some.
Oh, what the hell you mean? He always finds you.
Yeah, I need some explaining going on. So yeah, I can't wait to see that one. How about you, AK? What do you think all in all of this one?
I liked it. I mean, there were some fillers, but there were also some very nice plot points that were started, and I'm looking forward to seeing more. So out of I don't know what do we rated this? Whatever out of 10 creepy monster hands, I would give it a solid 7.8.
7.8. Where are you at with it, fandom?
5 out of 10.
You said 5 out of 10. I'm kind of in there. 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. It's like I like the Yasker and the Geralt scenes always. Not enough of it together.
Of all
His,
scenes.
his song fell flat. His joke was probably the best line he had. And R.I.P. Cod and Finn. Like, oh, it's
Yeah.
a bummer to see them go. What's up, Big A?
There is one thing that I wanted to point out. I feel like we might start seeing a little more of Yasker getting rowdy because he's getting tired of being benched like every time, and I think that for him that's what that song was actually about. The Little Princeling, saw more in that because he's crushing now, but I think Yasker's crushing too. But he wants to actually still be going around with his friend. When we started this story, it was him and Geralt
Yeah.
all day, every day, and it hasn't been like that for quite some time. And I think he misses his boy.
It kind of feels like Steve in season 3, doesn't he? Getting battered and beat up and getting told he's on the bench. Like when you're like, I'm one of the main dudes. What the fuck, like?
And I mean, it is true. That's exactly right. Because like when Yasker was walking out, Prince Radovan said, like, does Geralt know how lucky he is to have you? And Yasker like had to stop and be like, man, thanks for noticing, because I don't think he does appreciate me for as much as I should. Absolutely.
I think he does, but Geralt is Geralt. He don't do feelings like that.
Yeah, he don't get caught up in his emotions. He's not trying to screw it.
They had that moment in the prison when he freed him. It's like, there's the brother. Happen from here.
Well, you tell Geralt that you love him, he'll just look at you like, and that means yes, I love you too. Exactly. You just gotta learn how to decipher that shit.
That's his ditto. Absolutely. Oh, the episode wasn't as good as the first, but we got important information. Jake nailed it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we got some stuff that we needed to know, but I did not need Ciri and Yennefer on a hill showing flashbacks from past seasons for 4 minutes. I was like, come on, really? Are we that deep into the game? Like, oh, we were just out of money for this one. Oh, okay. All right.
Yep.
Oh, man.
That's a good
pick. I enjoyed the episode, though. Like I said, maybe it's going to pan out and give us some cool answers for this next one. I am super excited to watch the next one tonight and see where it goes and where it takes us. Oh, man, I only have just a couple of trivia questions for this one. See if we remember anything.
Oh, no.
I took some notes this time, and you're probably not even going to ask any of these freaking questions that I haven't.
Probably not. We only snuck a couple of them in right in this one, so we'll find out. How many spies?
Come on, DJ, I'm the new elf in the episode. Give me the question.
How many spies did the barmaid say had been killed in the last 4 days?
7.
4.
I'm gonna go
4 in 4 days.
4 was mine.
Absolutely correct. AK and Johnny. It was 4. It was 4 days and as many hangings. So 4 hangings in the last 4 days. Ooh, what good start. Good start. How did the king's messenger say the mages kept their beauty?
Drinking and blood.
Bathing in human blood every night or something like that.
Yeah. Bathing in like humans' blood who questioned them or some shit.
Bathing in baby's blood, absolutely.
Like, how the hell do you know that?
Yeah, right? Where you been?
Whose windows you peeping in?
Yeah, you guys are killing it. Only 2 more, halfway there. You're A+. How many people did Gerald say the monster killed before he slayed it?
Now that's 7.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
know. People in the chat. 7. Get some. Oh, Jake had it too. Bathing in blood. He knew that one. Nice. Don't be afraid of trivia. Don't be afraid of trivia, Linda. It's the fun stuff.
I'm afraid of trivia as well, Linda. Don't worry.
Oh, man, you guys are killing it. Can we go 4 for 4, 100%? This is a little bit of a tough one, going for a deep dive. If you took those notes, you might have it, though. Where did Tessia say she would meet Yennefer to make sure she's not bringing trouble?
Out in the field somewhere.
Gotta end it on a tough one.
I'd say
where did Tessia say she would meet Yennefer?
I will let you know. It was a specific town. Or maybe it's not even a town. I don't know. Maybe it's a name of a castle, but I think it's a town.
Doesn't help at all. I've read the books and I can only name about 10 places, man. Jesus.
Yeah. I've got a few different names on my list that I wrote down, but none of them were of a town.
DJ's tips just send us backwards, not forwards, man. I miss it.
Pick something else, damn it.
How did you make it hard? I'm trying to help us.
Hey, you already know that I couldn't let you go 100%. You guys already got the first 3 out of 3.
Loser. You didn't know we were gonna do that, though. Stop.
He said, "Feeling in a cave with barrels of gold." Oh man, we'll leave that one out there. It's like anybody knows.
All right, I got one. I got one. I got this one. Who was the lucky bastard, aka messenger of the king that we met?
Like from
He's
what
the one that was talking to the barmaid.
Yeah, the one. Like what other city
DJ.
was he in? Are you asking
Yeah.
like what other?
No, what was his name?
Oh fuck.
Yeah, say nothing, David.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with names, but that one I do not
Name it.
remember.
Yeah, they only said it once, and it was that scene that we were talking about when he almost caught that crossbow to the face.
Talk about the elf.
No.
Oh yeah, you're right. When the king grabbed the crossbow and was going to
Yeah,
shoot,
that was that same guy.
You almost caught one.
And he said, "Blank, you lucky bastard." What was the name? What is his
No,
name?
but they didn't. They said the barmaid, or he said his name to the barmaid earlier too.
It's with an A. It's like
I'll leave the
apple
horse
tree,
in the name.
apple
Apple
king or
cake,
something.
apple fret, apple something.
Apple so yeah. That was the
I'll give it to I'll give it to both of y'all. It's Applejack.
Ha! I said
Wait,
apple.
hang on a minute, right?
Yeah.
How does DJ
Get
just
some.
played us, right? DJ played all of us there, yeah, because he's the master theorist and quiz expert. He basically took like a piece of all of our answers each time, and then now somehow he's jumping in on that shit. I said apple, then he jumps in. Oh yeah, apple something.
I said apple.
That's bullshit.
Said anything.
Fucking bullshit.
Stop it.
I see you, man. I see
I
you.
remember when
I
he
see
said that
you.
to the maid. He said, "I'll leave your horse under the name Apple." Whatever.
Applejack. Yep. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yep. So 2 times they said it.
And
He's
until
like,
I
"Oh, you'll
mentioned
leave it
Apple,
all."
you were looking up at your ceiling for answers saying fuck, so piss off.
Nailed it.
I see you.
I'm impressed with myself on that one. That was a sick callback. I'm like, damn, we used to have pretty good names in this damn show. Nice.
You like to ask us the questions. AK just smoked, you know. This was worth it.
Really, got it there. Got it good. Oh, speaking of trivia, you guys got trivia going on this week? You doing it on Friday?
Not this Friday, but the Friday after. We have trivia coming up. Thursday, I think we're going to be back here for some more Secret Invasion.
Absolutely.
And then Monday, be back on my channel with the ladies, and we're going to also be talking about some Secret Invasion. Then we're back here again next Tuesday for some more Witcher chat.
Episode 3, getting the Witcher on. Absolutely. Gonna be coming it in. We got the penultimate episode coming in on Secret Invasion. What's up, John? You watching some Secret Invasion?
Not yet. Is it finished? Is it all out? Like?
Bro, it's almost.
There's only 6 episodes, and we're gonna be on episode 5.
Episode 5 is tomorrow.
Like people, I see y'all when I see y'all streams, and like I give the thumbs up, but then y'all don't hold back on what's going on, which is the
review. Always spoiler discussions. You know that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, and it absolutely. Why would like somebody log into your stream and say, "Oh, stop spoiling it"? It's like, what do you think the stream's about?
Like, if you haven't seen the thing, then why are you here?
Yeah. No, that's the only reason why I couldn't stay. Like, I thumbs it up, or like I was peeping it, going, "All right."
I saw you the one time you jumped in.
100%, man.
Well, if you do get caught up, Johnny, and you want to come hang with me and the ladies Monday for like the finale, let me know.
Monday could do it. Yeah, I'd probably be like
not this Monday coming. It'll be the Monday after like episode 6 airs.
All right, if the sound is already on my phone here with y'all as it is, yeah, because I'd be working, but like obviously doing the night shift, I'd be able to hop on top of it. Like,
yeah, that works. Cool.
100%.
Sounds great. Sounds absolutely great.
Can I give a shout, DJ? What we're going to be doing something. I think it'll be either this weekend or next weekend. Is we're doing our second episode of our fantasy face-off. We do it on Twitch, and I just throw it across on YouTube. That's why it probably gets missed. Is we did Obi-Wan and Geralt the last time. Obi-Wan versus Geralt. It's like 5 rounds, history, upbringing, and then you have people on other sides debating it. And I get 3 judges in. The next one, I actually have a barrister. She's a fucking barrister, and I've not told the other person.
Nice.
She's a barrister, and she's going to be fighting for Aragon against Jon Snow. We'll see who comes out on
Aragon
top
all day. What?
It's a bad boy.
Aragon would smoke the hell out of Jon.
Yeah. It's Game of Thrones versus Lord of the Rings, and we pick good characters versus good characters and bad versus bad.
What day is this happening, Pat?
It'll be either the Thursday or the Friday. Either this Thursday or next Thursday and Friday. I'll absolutely let it be known. If you want to be a judge in it or any you want to hop in, just have the fuck at it.
Yeah, hit me up on the Hangouts
I got
so
you.
I can fill you in for sure.
I got you, man. I got you. And if
What
any
about
need
you,
any
Davey?
intros or voices, man, let me know. I got you on that as well.
What about you, Davey? Any other shout outs before we get out of here?
No, I don't do any reactions, but hey, maybe on Johnny's Saturday if he's free.
100%, bro. 100%, man. Doors always open.
Bada boom, bada bing. So that's going to do it for us. That is The Witcher, episode 2, the season 3. Can't wait to see episode 3 and get it on and see where they move this plot forward to. So that's going to do it for us. Thanks for hanging out. Hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. Until we see you on the next one. Be easy.
Bye, guys. I'm the cool elf.
Fuck you, Struggle Boy.